my little teacher said, "Teacher, I'm sorry, but this class is too unruly. Can we go back to the classroom?" I said, "Sure." And we went back. We went back to the homeroom. And we stayed there for maybe 3-4 weeks. And then the students came to us, "Teacher, may we come back to the classroom? When can we come back to the classroom?" I said, "Well, are you ready to come back to the classroom?" And they were.
So they stay with their homeroom teachers like that?
That might be an option for us.
So it is allowed,
Does that apply
special
to?
needs
No,
students?
no. I don't. I'm talking about the whole class now. They stay.
The whole class
Everybody
stays
stays.
there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the
Oh.
whole class will go back. It's unfortunate, but that's what they. That's the little teacher's decision. It's what the homeroom teacher and the little teacher agreed upon. If the kids are naughty, we go back to the homeroom.
You're talking about the English language visit that I'm in
Yes.
And that applies for the senior grades or
Yes. I usually.
4, 5, 6?
Yeah, I prefer to do it with the senior grades because by now they've already gained so much more English. They're willing to be exposed to it, and you can do lots of things with it. I'm not saying you cannot do it with the young. Actually, the younger grades are angels, and I believe there's angels and little devils. But quite honestly, because the younger grades are still learning things, you need the help of your homeroom teacher. There's many things that pop up with the younger grades, so I would say younger grades stick with your homeroom teacher. 1 and 2s, 3s, homeroom teacher. 4, 5, 6, okay, you can see what you feel.
Can you also do the same thing, like if you have special kids, like kids with special needs, let them stay with the homeroom teacher, or because
I have not done that because I try my best to keep them with me. However, if I feel that the entire class is affected by this particular student, I will go talk to the homeroom teacher, and normally it's either the drugs that they are taking that's causing an imbalance. We might change the timetable a little bit, or I go back to the homeroom. Okay, I find the help of our homeroom teacher with special needs students is really important. So things you may want to take into account.
I had encountered in one of my classes, the grade 1s,
Yes.
we had 2 kids that they were running around.
Yeah.
They couldn't even sit.
They were itchy.
Yes. And of course, the homeroom teacher helped a lot, but still, it was not manageable. It still was not manageable.
And this
they-
was in the homeroom teacher's class.
Yes. Yes.
Alternatively, in that case, you may want to take them out of the homeroom teacher's class and go to the English office and try and set your own boundaries, because the other side, the flip side is there might be many distractions in their homeroom. They feel safe and secure, but when you go to the English office, it could actually be the opposite effect. It will force them to listen to your rules and your co-teacher's rules, and things will be set. That's another way to do it. Just might be that there's many ways, but you need to remember, consult with your co-teacher. If it's the lower grades you're talking about, consult it with your co-teacher and ask what you
But you
feel.
would try to include them, right?
Absolutely.
Just
I always
for the
try.
kids' privilege.
Yes, you have to try. I think that is why it's so important we share that load with our co-teachers, because with younger ones, they need that. So, very
I'm
important.
sure it's different with all of them also. Some of them just don't participate. So you just put them one side and give them a book or a play to play with or something.
If this happens, since I'm the co-teacher, you can discuss this with the co-teacher to see, like telling you need some assistance, like what did I do in my classroom? If that happens, if these 2 kids are very, very itchy, I will grab a chair and then I will sit between these 2. Because to stand over here it's weird because everybody is listening to me. Yeah. So I sit down and then I try to let him or her focus more on the books. And if there are too many, so I choose like Terran. I can see Terran's very good.
Yes.
So I'll ask him
Stand next to them.
to grab a chair and then
And
sit
next to
next to that person.
Use your
And then-
little teachers to sit
Yeah.
next to them and help you to get them to
Yeah.
focus.
and then if the classroom management isn't good at all, the whole class, the majority of the kids like lose attention easily, then talk to your co-teacher saying, okay, that's we set us like rules and we take them to English classrooms and we have our own rules.
Yes. Start again.
Yeah.
Go to your office and
Yeah.
set up the
Yeah.
rules again.
So nothing, no extra pencils, no
pencils,
extra
nothing. Don't let them take
things
anything with
in
them.
our English classroom. So everybody needs to sit down and then listen to me. I say what is good, what is not good, and then after we are ready, and then we will ask them to start the lesson. And then if they are good, then give them some
Give them
happy
more.
time, like we do
Play
some.
some songs for
Yeah.
them. And really, it is a privilege to play songs from the computer and show it on a clip.
And movement.
And movements
And
and
doing
things like
play.
that. I actually do that. So that's a reward. It's a reward system. I don't do it all the time, so we do it in a positive way.
Have you ever had a homeroom teacher that was not cool with you bringing those 5th and 6th graders back to their classroom? You know, like,
No,
So-
they're actually okay.
They're all
with it
okay with
because I usually mention it to them. I really need their help
okay.
and quite okay with it because they themselves won't want to back
It's
it.
a matter of teaching the class in their homework instead of in the English class.
Well, I know the teacher's like a break, you know, like that's their time away, you know, from their, and to bring them back, you know, that they, you talk with the homeroom teachers in advance and let them know, like, is this okay with you?
I actually talked to my head teacher
Okay.
and I mentioned this to her and she will call the homeroom teacher if she's not fluent and we discuss it with her.
Okay.
And normally, like what happened was, the homeroom teacher said, okay, then come back. And then afterwards, because they asked me, can you please come back to the office, to the English office, I spoke to the homeroom teacher and then she agreed. And what they did, they changed the time they give the drug to the student. And then it really worked like a bomb. So yeah, it's possible you can do it.
I got some input from her. She's also a teacher in the school. She said there are many different type style home teachers.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you feel like okay, that home tutor isn't cool for the idea that you are going to bring back the class, the kids to their homeroom to do English class, then what you can do is talk to your head teacher to ask the head teacher, is there other ways you can help me or give me some assistance or suggestions or something you can do, something that you can suggest me to do, since I don't find it easy to have a good class management with this class. But I should say the VIP system works very well. But you need to be very firm with your rules. No
Be consistent.
exception. If you say it, you do it. And it's not, oh, this time I do it, next time I won't do it. We stay very, very
I
more
stick. I
to
stick.
ours.
In fact, what I also do with the grade 6, I have the rules on a poster in the classroom. And I do not repeat if I see that broken a rule. Rule number 1, 10 times. Open your workbook, start writing. We've broken it.
But just 2 rules.
Oh, no. Attitude, I actually break it into what they tell me.
Okay.
So basically it's, you may not touch your friend. You need to keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch your frame. There's a couple of rules that I have. Raise your hand if you want to talk. Ask permission to go to the bathroom. Those are the rules that I have. In the English office, I go through it at the beginning of term. I have the students read that, and I do it again. And when they break the rule, rule number 2, please go to the poster and start writing. You broke the rule. Please write it down in your book, the rules you've broken. And the reason why I do it English and Chinese is later I let them take that workbook to their homeroom teacher. And it gets written and acknowledged by the homeroom teacher. And if they do that again, it goes into the communication book. And I get to talk to the parents, which I will do. I do that. I will do it. If they need help, they need help. But normally it never goes further than the homeroom teacher because usually it gets sorted out because the homeroom teachers also put their stamp on it and acknowledge, listen, this is the rule that was broken.
Would you keep it lie behind as a class?
Yes,
or
I
what do you do that?
Okay, now how
Like
do
the
I?
dogs chasing the car.
No, actually, when they stay behind and if they've broken the rule, they'll be writing down the rule they broke in English and Chinese. And if they come down at 12:30, now they come down at 12:30, that's after lunch. Oh, by the way, I do not run after them, I have the little teacher help bring them down. And the little teacher serves as my mediator if they don't understand what they need to do as well. And they will sit down, they will write down the rules that they broke, and all of you will have Adobe or what's it, Story.com or these kinds of textbooks. Now, from this time, I use this in all my classes except for my high grades, but this time I'm going to use it again because I really feel it's very important. When I start my classes, after I've done all these rules, this is the little book, okay? This is the textbook. After they finish writing down the rule that they've broken, they open up their textbook and they start reading. They start reading, okay? And they don't stop reading until, and they have to read aloud from 12:30 to 1:10. They read aloud. And that's why my little teacher is there to make sure they read aloud. So they write down the rule that they've broken, English and Chinese, as many times as you think is fit, and then read aloud. Read their textbook aloud for the next 30 minutes.
The little teacher has to hang out with them too.
They're
It's
okay
not
with the
fair to
little
the little
teacher?
teacher, but the little teacher likes doing it.
So it's a,
They earn,
it's a type
really,
of
they
problem.
earn, they earn the right, they earn the right to be my little teacher. They get treated like, they're very good with it actually. They appreciate the honor of being trusted to do that job. And I acknowledge them for it. It's a tough job. And I usually tell them this is a very hard job to do.
Yeah. Sorry, this is about textbook. I noticed grade 5 and 6, they have different textbooks.
Yes, yes,
Wh-
you're right.
Why is that?
It
No, I
depends
mean-
from school to school usually.
Yes.
And also on you, if you've ordered your own textbook. But like most of you, and this is what I know, is you'll be going to schools and they will have a textbook. They will all have a textbook. So when they come to your class, they need to bring your textbook down. Yes, 5 and 6. You're not. Okay, then it depends from your school. But for me, let me explain this. Your co-teacher uses a textbook with a grade 5 and 6. You can ask them to bring that textbook down. And that's how you overlap. This is how you can overlap with your co-teacher. It's going to help them a lot. It's going to help you a lot to keep them going, this textbook. Okay? Now some of you will go teach grade 5, some of you will teach grade 6, some of you will be asked to use this textbook and create extensions on the lessons, right? And I know for a fact a lot of schools are doing that, and you will find, okay, I have one, I'm going to, you can pass it around, I've got a textbook like
So
this.
that's what your school asked you to do?
Yes, yes. Actually, I'm doing that, and I'm also doing my own program. Okay. So, do you mind sharing? Oh yeah. Thanks.
My school told me basically
So
whatever.
this is the new ones.
But I was thinking it would be really helpful.
Because
Yes, you
these
can.
are all examples.
You can. In fact, I'm going to suggest to you, take the textbook, use it, and roll extensions on it. It's safe. For now. It's going to help you so much. Okay, that's fine. You want it. You need it. You don't want to go in with nothing. Now, you guys all have the books, right? So I'm going to walk you through that book so you can see how to use it for yourself. Right? 6 is great.
It's the same one as the new. She does.
So do you eat lunch from like 12 to 12:30 and then that's when
I like it.
Yes. I have my lunch on Tuesday. They eat their lunch and then they come back.
Do you develop those rules collectively with the class, the attitude rules? So,
You can do it collectively. You already have your rules.
yeah,
So you already make them pre-advanced and they can read it. Your attitude rules, you're making them.
okay.
It's very easy. I have about 6. It's very easy. Raise your hand to talk. Be on time. Do your homework. Don't touch your friends. Ask permission to leave this and pick up the garbage. Very important. I was thinking of the trash in the classroom. That's it.
Sorry. My teacher, we had let's talk English for grade 6.
Yes. Yes.
And it was quite complicated. She didn't like it.
Okay.
It was very wordy. So she said she's ordering a new textbook.
Yes.
I have no idea
What it looks like.
So
Okay.
is it like me ordering the book or see what I want to teach? Is it the teacher?
How long have you been at your school?
No, I'm just primary.
Neil? Then you probably will not order it. Then your co-teacher will order it. But normally, they will choose some. She's given you the leaf and the bill is too complicated. You might as well follow the book that they are using. Their book. And if she's ordering, tell her not to order a separate book, just use their Dobby and build extensions on these lessons. It's very nice. The reason why I'm saying it's nice, it's got a syllabus. Yeah, this is your syllabus. It's very straightforward, and for a teacher who's new, I think you need that. It'll help you so much later on. You can do many nice things with this. All I do is I use this. See, that's the thing. I will go through it in detail with everybody, so you'll have a feel for it, and you'll feel safe using it. I would use the book that they're using. Don't order more until later. Okay, so the time now is that right? Yeah, 9:55. So would you like to take a break, 5 minutes break, and then just go back at 10?
Just because this is the book that I'm doing in the first class. But now you can have it. Oh, it's the same. You got it. Let it sing. That's 2 books.
You guys go to
How are you doing, Alex? All right. Still upset
No ice. 去冰，no ice。